Hello, farm schoolers.
Hello, farm schoolers.
Happy Friday. Hello
Happy Friday.
from Zuzu, too. She's here with us today. Burr. It's cold. Yeah, it was so nice the other day, and today is so cold. So we thought we would come inside and tape Farm School again today. We got some good feedback on that. So gives us the opportunity to move around more and make sure we have, shake it. Shake it. Actually, we are going to shake it today.
Shake it.
We're going to do a song, and Farmer Rich is going to do some music. Because today we're going to talk a lot about milk. So there's so much milk going on at the farm right now because all of the mamas are having babies. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what happens as a farmer if mama doesn't have milk, or if the baby doesn't take the milk. We're going to show you what's going on right now in our house because of that. And then I thought we would do a couple little fun activities that you guys can do at home right now while you're home, using milk and cream to make your own food. And so we're going to make butter today, and we are going to make cheese, a form of cheese. And so you guys can do this at home too. So we thought that would be fun. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. And Zuzu, what's wrong?
There you go.
You don't like butter? You don't like butter? So she's gonna be part of it. So here we go.
All right.
The first and biggest thing we've had going on, you might be able to hear it, is we told you that 2 days ago we had another ewe lamb born. So remember, ewe is the female sheep. So she was born to one of our ewes. Her name was Adina, and she was quite small. She was only a little under 6 pounds. And so what we noticed is that right away she didn't latch. And remember, latching is when the lamb or whatever, any baby, is able to put their mouth around the teat and suck and get the milk out. And so she just didn't seem to be able to do that. So we watched her for the better part of 24 hours, and we tried to feed her with a bottle too, and that didn't go very well. And so last night around 8 o'clock, we decided we should bring her in because she needs to get that colostrum, that first really rich milk from mom. And if she doesn't get that, then that can be really dangerous for her health. So last night at 8 o'clock, we brought her in, and this is her. Here she is. Good timing. This is Hope. Thank you, Tiffany, for the name. That was a perfect name. We thought Hope was good for her in this season with all that's going on, and also because we hope that she's going to be okay. We think she is going to be okay. So when you have a lamb that is not really strong right away and can't latch or isn't able to get milk from mom, what's recommended is that you do something called tubing them. So what we did last night was we take this tube, and this is just a tube. It has a bigger hole here and a small hole right here on this end, if you can see that. So what we do is we put some lubrication on it. It's just like a gel so that it's very slippery. And then I'm going to show you from the side. In the lamb, we just slide it all the way down through her mouth, down her throat, her esophagus, so that eventually it goes into her stomach. So all of this went in probably except about to that part there. So then we take this syringe and we put it on. And the first thing I do is pull up, because I want to make sure that I'm in her stomach, not her lungs. And so I pull up to get a little bit of the stomach contents, so like a little bit of milk, and I can see, okay, I'm in her stomach. Then we take this off and we fill this with milk. So we milked out the mom, and we filled this with milk, and then we put it back on. All of this while it's in her mouth. So this is a two-person job. So Farmer Rich was holding her and I was doing this. And then we actually just take this out, and the milk just drains right all the way into her stomach. So that way she gets enough milk, and she doesn't have to try to get do the suckle part, the sucking part. So we did that 3 times last night, and then this morning she started going to the bathroom, which is a good sign. And we also gave her this stuff, which is called Nursemates. So it's kind of like a supplement for newborn lambs, and it has lots of good fats and proteins in it that kind of gives them a boost. So now this morning we went out and we milked out her mom again, and now, oops, come here, Bubba. It's less colostrum and more the real milk, because it's been about a day and a half since she was born. So now what we're trying to do is to get her used to the bottle, and she's actually sucking better than she was yesterday for sure. She's got a much better suckle reflex, and so she's still getting used to the bottle, but she already took an ounce this morning. You might be able to hear her. So she doesn't like to drink for very long yet, but she's definitely getting there. Come on, Mama. Come on, baby. She's a very messy eater. If any of you have brothers or sisters who are little and they're messy eaters, it's kind of like that. Kind of like that. But you can hear it when she gets it, because she really gets that good suckle going. There you go. There, we see the bubbles come up in the bottle. That means she's getting it. So the goal is that we would, the goal is that we'll make sure that she is suckling good, and then later today we will try to put her back on her mom, because we really want her to be on her mom. We don't want to bottle feed her. Though she's cute, we don't want to have her in the house. So hopefully at the next feeding, we'll try to put her onto mom and see if she latches, and hopefully hope we'll be back on her mom soon. So this is called jump starting a lamb, or helping a weak lamb, and this is kind of the process that you have to take. So hopefully that's something you guys learned about this morning. So all right, whoop. Now Hope's gonna take a nap.
about Zuzu. And the first thing we're gonna do is make some butter. Now,
How do you do that? I thought you just got that at the store.
yeah, it just comes from the store.
It does.
Actually, it doesn't. It comes from cows, from cow milk.
Whoa.
So when you make butter, we're going to use heavy cream, and there is a sheet on how to do this activity on Farm School at Cardinal Farms. If you go on there, it'll tell you how to do it. It's so easy. But it's kind of cool because I like things that show us how science works with things, even though it doesn't seem like science, doesn't seem like work. It's just really fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this heavy cream that we put into this mason jar.
How much
Doesn't
is it?
matter how much, just so that what matters is that you have a lot of air at the top. So see how ours is over half air at the top? Only fill it halfway. And then you wanna put a lid on real tight. Now you can also put like a marble inside too, that helps. And then what we're gonna do is shake it, 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 shake it. And what's gonna happen as we shake it is that heavy cream has a lot of fat in it. And what's gonna happen is I'm doing this shaking, all those fat globules are starting to stick together. Fat molecules is that's a better scientific word,
How do you
molecules.
spell that?
Molecules?
Never mind.
That should have been the word of the day, but we should have spelled it first. So all the fat molecules are going to start to stick together, and then we're going to that's what's going to make the butter, and then there's going to be this liquid left over that's going to be buttermilk that we're going to strain out. So, but this can take a while, and so what we thought we would do while we were doing it is sing you the Shake It, Shake It, Shake It song. And Farmer Rich is also a musician. So he's here with his guitar. So we're gonna sing the Shake It song, which is also on the Farm School at Cardinal Farms. So if you guys wanna do this at home, you can also sing the Shake It song while you're shaking it. So, are you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. We're going to make some butter, rich and creamy too, with milk from a cow's udder before you can say moo. So shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it if you can. Shake it like a milkshake and pass it to a friend. Put some cream into a jar, add a marble too. Make sure the lid's on tightly, that's all you have to do. So shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it if you can. Shake it like a milkshake and pass it to a friend. We're learning while we're churning, hey, this is lots of fun. It's easy to make butter, let's eat it when we're done. So shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it if you can. Shake it like a milkshake and pass it to a friend. Oh, listen very carefully, it's sounding different now. Hooray, it's finally butter, be sure to thank the cow. Woo!
Woohoo! Good job, Farmer Cindy.
Good
How's the
job,
butter
Farmer
coming?
Rich. It's coming along. It's
Whoa.
starting. So as you shake, shake, shake. Now it can take like up to 15 minutes.
Wow.
It's better. It's a good workout too. I'm kind of wore out from that. So it's good to have a friend who can shake with you who isn't playing the guitar. But because Rich can't shake. But what's going to happen is you're going to hear it start to get thicker and thicker and thicker. And then you're going to hear the butter start to come together, the fat come together and make butter, and then the liquid. So what you can do is you can put it in a strainer. I'm going to get my strainer out here. Once you get it shaken all up, you can put it into the strainer, and then you're going to have the butter on top. And then the cool thing is you can also add salt and all sort of herbs. Like you can add dried herbs to it and make your own specialty. Honey, you can make honey butter. So, and then you guys can have your own specially made butter. So we'll show you a picture with time-lapse magic photography when ours is all done. So you guys make some butter at home today with milk and show us some pictures on Farm School at Cardinal Farms. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes or in a few seconds. To make
the magic of editing.
The magic of editing to make some cheese. All right, so we're back Farmer Rich is still shaking the butter, but in the meantime, we're going to show you how to make cheese, or at least the first step in making cheese. So cheese you can make with cow's milk, sheep milk, goat's milk. There's probably other types of milks out there you could make it with, but those are the most common ones. And what you want to do is you want to take the milk and you want to add something that is acidic, like vinegar or lemon juice. And what happens is, this is science, is that the milk proteins mix with that acid and cause them to coagulate or to glump up. That's a very highly scientific word, glump up, glob up. And that's what makes something called curds. Now, cheese curds are not something that we eat a lot of here in the United States, but in other countries they do. And if you've ever heard of that poem, Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey. So curds are the first part of the cheese making process, and that's the proteins from the milk that have globbed together. And then what's left behind, the liquidy stuff, is the whey. It's called the whey. And so we take those curds and then we can do all sorts of different things with them to make different types of cheeses. So today though, we're just gonna teach you how to make curds, and you can take those curds and put all sorts of seasonings and stuff on it, and it's a really delicious and easy way to make cheese, so you guys can help your mom out in the kitchen. So what we're doing is we've taken 2 cups of cow's milk, and we've mixed it with 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, which is our acid. And we're putting that over low heat on the stove for about 8 to 10 minutes, and that's gonna start that curdling process before we move on in the next step of making our cheese. All right, well, our butter, how's your arms, Farmer Rich?
Strong and tired.
He was kind of breaking a sweat, I gotta admit. So, but look, here is our butter. See the butter inside of there? And then remember, what's left over is buttermilk. So we're gonna pour this out. Nice job, Farmer Rich.
Thank you, Farmer.
And see, oh, look at that lumpiness. I'll show you what it looks like in there.
Whoa.
So what you can do is kind of shake it out. You can even press it out a little bit if you want to get some of the extra moisture out. Like, I like to press it a little bit and just get some of that extra moisture out of the cheese, or I'm sorry, butter. I'm getting confused about what we're making. Then you can pour it into our serving cup. Whoops. We might need a spoon. Spoon it into our serving. Oh my.
Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray has nothing on us. They might not know who Rachel Ray is, but
Top chef.
top chef, top butter chef. Look at that. Whoa.
Delicious.
So now you can add some salt if you want to make it savory. Or we're gonna make honey butter. So we're gonna add a little bit of, ooh, maybe we should make cornbread later. So we're gonna add a little bit of honey into it. It's probably too much, but, and then that's gonna give us some honey butter. What do you think, what are we gonna have it on?
I think toast would be awesome.
Oh, Farmer Rich loves toast. What he's been living on during the stay at home.
And peanut butter.
And peanut butter. So I'm gonna have a taste on its own. Delicious. Delicious. All right.
Look what I happen to have. A piece of toast.
What perfect timing. All right, so that's how you make butter. We're making our cheese, and you can see, remember we put it on the stove and we let it heat up, and see how it's separated. So there's this liquid and then there's all these little white globs, and that's the curds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour it over the strainer, which has some cheesecloth on top of it, or muslin you can use. And this is going to allow us to separate the curds from the whey. And then we're gonna gather up the corners here. It's kind of hot, so I want to try not to touch it. This is something you should definitely do with parental supervision. And we're going to squeeze out all of the liquid and that's the way, until let me show you what the whey looks like. Pretty clear. That's just the whey. That's the way whey looks.
That's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Hope that's not the farm joke of the day. All right, and here, let me get it out without dropping it on the floor. You can tell we're not professional chefs.
You've done this a lot, Farmer Cindy.
Yes, I make all my own cheese. Not. And there it is. There is the curds.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. So same thing, you could add salt to this, you could add fruit, herbs, and that would allow you to have your own cheese. You could make a grilled cheese sandwich
With
if you
your
want.
freshly made butter.
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? So that's one of the amazing things about milk. Not only does it feed all the babies on the farm, but it allows us to eat as well, and lots of amazing things. So there you go.
Well, that was quite a day.
That was quite a day, quite a milk day. We're glad you joined us for Farm School. We are going to enjoy our delicious cheese and butter that we made. We hope you guys make some too. And, we have an announcement to make.
We do. So we have yet to name the lambs that were born on March 25th, so it's long overdue.
The twins.
The twins.
And we asked you guys for names.
Yep. So we have a name for the ram and a name for the ewe. And so we had lots of great suggestions. But one just stuck out to us. And that was Buzz Lightyear. We just kind of liked, it's a cool name. He's kind of strong and kind of goofy all at the same time.
For the ram?
For the ram. So,
Okay.
so the ram will be Buzz for short. And then since it was from Toy Story, we thought, well, we'll stay with the Toy Story theme. That's why Cindy does all the talking. The Toy Story theme. So we named the ewe Jessie. So, because she's the cowgirl and kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep, full of energy. So that's their names. It is Buzz and Jessie. So thank you. It was Farmer Ryan who gave that Buzz Lightyear suggestion. So we just took it and ran with it. So
awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week on Tuesday.
All right.
Thanks for joining us for Farm School.
Stay safe.